Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is, of course, Gamer 1745, and we're playing more Hearts of Iron 4's Black Ice. And if you're new around here, please smash the like button. And everyone, you can lick the like button because it is tasty. What does it taste like? Well, each one is different. So just lick it once, because you know once you lick it, you know what it tastes like. But lick it and see how it tastes. Let's put it down. How many more creative ways can we think to try to get you to smash the like button or lick it? Or okay, so here, wish these were a little more apparent in there. I mean, I can read it here, but when it was here, I didn't know what this effect would do. So this is political power gain 3%, base stability up 3%, and daily fascism support. So we want to do that to more betterly affect everything. Okay. We're going to do Road to Autarky. Austria introduces compulsory military service. Yeah, a little bit of manpower. Okay, yes, we're going to create these divisions. That's what I forgot to do on the... I forgot to... Well, I didn't click it because I thought it would have stayed clicked from the last time. You need to restart that every game. Okay, so here we are. Yeah. Talked a little earlier about magically appearing equipment. I don't know. They don't give us enough. There were large numbers, and I do mean large numbers. I don't have facts in front of me, but I know large numbers of Gewehr 98s from World War I were still around in Germany. They very well might be short of Kar 98Ks, the standard German rifle of World War II. But in 1936, if they didn't have enough more modern rifles, they'd be here. We would have them in the garrison units and some of the other stuff. You wouldn't be short of rifles. Might be short of the newest model, the latest model. Oh. Okay, let's get this going. With the division's creator, is it enough or add infantry extra? Well, as you can see, I'm doing 2 infantry divisions right now. I would recommend some extra. I don't know if doing it now is a good idea. Training now, but I would do some. Quite honestly, I have not played enough to know if, what the number should be. Paratrooper equipment. Well, I guess. It's weird. Well, there's something over here in 36, 37. Yeah. We'll do this because we're getting ready for Spain. To the best of my knowledge, none of these games even attempts to put all of the units that were historically available in the game. And that is primarily based on, I think, both players and AI, because there's like the German Ersatz army, which is set up to be a and it's various units that it's set up to be a reserve, a training, because you have the wear crest. Now, some of it was done by me, some done by Revolver Held, but between us, we got most of the German military units in Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice. And with both of us, the viewpoint, and I haven't really looked at want to someday again. I just got a lot going on. Not involving the YouTube channel, just other stuff going on with me. The problem with that, and yes, we give sort of free units because of what's going on, is one, human abuse. One of the things that I add a lot of are the SA units. And I did as much research as I could without going to original primary source documents, meaning published research. I mean, I looked at every book I could find on the SA after 1936. And there's only a handful of them that have really any material. In English, there might be a bunch in German, I don't know, or in French or Russian, but most all the books on the SA deal with it up until Ernst Röhm's death. And again, a few of you may have heard, how did I find out the order of battle for the SA? For it, I did. Now, if you talk, and so all these SA units go, well, but they didn't fight in the war, gamer. Well, yes, they did. There were SA units that were created initially when it was still part of Czechoslovakia, but then once the Sudetenland becomes part of Germany, they're officially and properly into the SA unit. And since they were created sort of created as sort of a something of a guerrilla or partisan army to go, for the Sudeten Germans to go in. So they had a lot more military training as a unit. And a few battalions, not a lot, were just sort of, over here, and were rushed into Poland and actually, fought on the front line as SA, which are not technically a military force at this point. So it was sort of civilians fighting in the war, which is, of course, illegal, but whatever. Of the bad things that go on. But all of these SA units, in essence, become part, not exclusively part of the Volkssturm we all know about that was fighting at the last days of the war. So they are used in significantly. But how did Gamer find out about the order of battle of the SA? Well, I could not find a single published order of battle for them. What I did find was right around in the 1930s. Someone had posted, screenshots of a phone book. Yes, a phone book. Gamer got the phone book that had the phone numbers of the SA units. So if you want, so obviously they couldn't be, but they had, the first Sturmabteilung, whatever here, in different areas for all over Germany. So if you wanted to, call up an SA unit and talk, you had, this was just for the SA unit. It's not like they may have been published in the regular phone books, but they gave the unit name and location, that it was in Leipzig, and whatnot. Now, I do know the Sturmabteilung, and this did have various headquarters up and down the chain. which sort of gave me how to do the, connect up the battalions. They're not always the same size of unit. If it got too big, they would definitely break a unit apart and have two, in a locality. And they definitely, in big cities like Leipzig or Berlin, had a bunch of units because they just had huge. But you go more rurally, you might, you find various sizes, including, how many platoons, if you will, in the unit, as well as how many men are in the platoon. If you get enough, well, they would break off more, but it sort of depends. So my way of doing it is highly flawed. And we do know, because I start out in 36, so it starts out with a lot of, these specially created counters in there that have their own strengths. They're very much like militia units, so they're cracked fighting front lines, even defending. They're cracked units. And I sort of make you keep them. I mean, you could disband them all, but you'll get a lot of negative penalties if you do. And then later, I think it's in 38 when they really start drafting men, including the SA, into the army. I pull all of the SA units, or virtually all of them, off the map and replace them with the exact same units, except they're same named units in the same original locations. Even if you move them, it goes to the original location with the same order, same order battle of hierarchy around them. But now with a different SA unit with a much smaller manpower strength, because that shows the reduction. Because all of these units, as far as I can tell, continue to exist after the war starts. But you stayed in the unit, if you're in the Dortmund whatever unit, or the Essen unit or whatever, you stay a member of that, but then you're also in the army. But there's a lot of factory workers and other people that have jobs that are not in the army, whether, jobs enough to keep them from being drafted into the army. You're still in the SA. And so that there was, shall we say, a skeletal formation that continues to do things like, if you've ever watched the movie The Great Escape, when they get out of the prison, well, they mobilize the SA in that area to look for the escaped prisoners. Or when there's downed planes, because they know, the bombers fly over, they see a few planes down, they mobilize the local SA to go out and hunt down, allied or even friendly, if there's Germans that have crashed or something, you help, get friendly Germans to aid. So these are, paramilitary type forces. They constantly through the war get briefly, mobilized to go do something, and still sort of train and do stuff, on the weekends or whatever, and do sort of internal security and, go rough up some undesirable people locally. And they did do a little bit of, shall we say, especially in places like Poland or Czechoslovakia, a little bit of going outside of Germany and the Netherlands and Belgium, a little bit. Not much of that. Now, so I give this to the players. They're a bunch of crap units. Now, once you, at some point, you could disband them all, especially once you've gone through and got the replacements. Also for the manpower, I give Germany back a huge amount of manpower that would be lost if you just disable or disbanded the units. You get some of that manpower back, but you could disable it later on and get some more manpower back. Probably from a min-max standpoint, it would be better to disband them later on. Unless, of course, you're going to be unhistorical and start sending all those SA units to occupy other territories. And see, this is abuse ability for the player. Because these are, again, representing, factory workers, farmers, other essential workers for their day jobs, but they're, emergency call-up, which could be, a naval landing up in here in Germany or some other place that they would, or even a naval landing in the Netherlands that they would have been, put on trains and rushed to the front to help out. So having the home army, having the Wehrkrest, which is sort of the training commands that did have military units as part of them, which would be sort of basically skeletal permanent personnel, but large numbers of people training up to then be sent off to the, active frontline units. but temporarily they'd have a bunch, and periodically, again, for various emergencies, these sort of rear area units were used in combat, and as being, and so the intention, because I've talked to Revolver held over a few years ago now, the intention is for these units to remain in Germany, be here, that if you're ever losing and you're still wanting to fight and play the game, you've got a lot of rear area units to put into collapsing lines. But it's open to abuse for the players, and definitely the AI will very much abuse them. So I understand why they're not there from a game playing standpoint, because it is, like I say, so open to abuse. Okay, we're going to get the Stuka into production here. We're going to come over here, and now we're going to just click to get this, get that, and we're going to click this. And again, I just want to go through that because sometimes these things react weird unless you do that, though it didn't appear to at that moment. Okay, so we're keeping the B model here. We're coming over here, and we're going from, oh, that's right, we got to come here, and we got to click there. Good. We can't do the 38 or 35T because it's not ours yet. Okay, now let's see. We got to sort of, yeah, just do that because I want that turned off. And now again, come up to the top. Now here, yes, Panzer 2A. We're going to put that into production here, and we're going to put in our early 109s. Hey, Beam Slam. Do we have some girls here? Hello, girls. Do we have any of you here? I wish we did. Okay. Aluminum. Okay, that I think will get us a positive production there. So we're just down one on alloy materials, which used to be cobalt. Don't know. I've known of very few girls who like Hearts of Iron. There's a few that I've known, yes, but very few. Wish there were more. Italian East Africa was puppeted. Italy takes Addis Ababa. And the war is over. More spies. Spies everywhere. Safecracker. Enemy operative intel. More safecracker infiltrator. We're gonna mostly be using, I think, our spying people as partisan suppression and trying to catch enemy spies. Let's see if there's anything I want to do. Okay, we could probably improve the government here a bit. Research speed, add stability. Not really happy with that. Let's look over here. Okay, we've got the early mobilization. We've got key industries, foreign investors regulated, which is adding, well, that actually has more stability. Okay, but we're at a reserve army. Okay, high standards. We did something to state press to actually get it to interventionism. Women allowed. Bracket. I'm looking for negative aspects now. I get, okay, more political power gain. Probably come back and do that. 3 years draft. No recruitment. High taxes. Protectionist economy. Yeah, I would go that that is what Germany had. High tariffs. Okay, dockyard construction speed, weekly stability down. Civilian factory construction speed. Yeah, this is better. Okay, well, let's come over here. I didn't throw one of these in at the beginning because I didn't think it was historically correct when I spammed in the free political power. Spear should not be available at this point, in my opinion. I know they're not tailoring it to historical elements. Okay, factory output. Well, base stability. We put him in. Political advisor. Silent workhorse. He sort of comes later. Okay, weekly war support. I don't know. I guess we're gonna leave Goring there. Yeah, we do get civilian construction speed, so we'll put Goring there. Okay, what? Let's see. Just came from Slytherin Twitch, and they're going mad with redeeming games as the service will soon. Yeah, and I was looking at that myself. So yes, if you have any of the Slith coins of any significant volume, you should redeem your stuff. But anyway, the points will be yes, absolutely. Beam Slam. I have on Steam. Most games they have are on Steam now. Yes, well, okay, Sun Temple. Wait, and I don't know. Yeah, you can get them free on. You earn Slith points and they'll reset to 0. But if you keep watching on, um, Slytherin TV, which I stream over there for, you earn Slith points, and then you can redeem, get a coupon for the game and get the game through the whether Slytherin or Matrix store, but then you can request a Steam code, Steam code to get it on Steam if you want to add it to your Steam library. So, and for free. So you get it, you quote unquote buy it or use the coupon to get it on the Slytherin or Matrix purchase site, and then after you get it and redeem that, you can ask for a code to get it on Steam. So if you want to have it there, you can do so. So yes, if you have the Slith coins and it's sometime after January 1st, I think they said. So to use your Sliths to get stuff. Most of the things I sort of kind of want or that I don't have are mostly in the form of now, if I'd known, well, how long is this going to take? 30? Yeah, I probably would have waited for Goring because I think we get Goring for free here. But you spent too much political power there. But we'll do this. Could have waited. Like I say, I already have, or I need to be a subscriber, which I'm not over there. Though it might be worth almost subscribing briefly and getting something and dumping it. I will say all the new stuff that's coming out Slitherine and Matrix gives me because I stream for them, and I may at some point. Why am I here? I don't know. Why did I come? Oh, because it was sort of flowing a bit. At some point, I may stream that particular game, and we don't know, so they just give me everything as it comes out. Okay. Excavation. So we're digging stuff more effectively, efficiently out of the ground. Was that? Where was that? That was over here. That was here. Okay, so less iron for steel production, which is very useful, which is probably what we're going to do next. Now, this is something here that I've not yet gotten to a place in the game where how well food is going to be modeled, because obviously food becomes a very, very big issue in World War II. French has begun rearmament. Okay, I'm looking here. Is it peace, civilian works? Okay. Economic early mobilization down 10%. Real high tariffs. I guess we'll let it drift down a little bit here for a while, but I don't want it to get below like 80% for sure. Stability, even below 90% wouldn't be good. Okay, we're getting more civilian factories. Hey, Flexible Forever, how you doing? You'll need that food to keep soldiers running. Yeah, I know we will. Communist coup in Bolivia. I just have not really played that. Well, I've not played past 38 with the new economy, so I don't know how it's going to work out. Not that there shouldn't be issues. I just don't know how it's going to work out. How it's going to affect the game, as it were. Okay. Argentina calls into question, whatever. Force transport, light artillery. We're very slowly catching up on that, and slowly on that. Now we're doing fair there. We're doing fair there. Catching up, light vehicles. The crash of General Vaver. Ah, this time we got a narrow escape. How interesting. So we don't lose Vaver. Okay, we're getting the 4-year plan, which means since we don't lose Vaver, we could do the heavy aircraft research and have Vaver as a figure here. But I don't know that we're going to do that right now. Let's see. Road to autarky, portable food cans. 32. Unlock other. Base stability 10%. Wow, that's nice. Monthly population. Bank of German aircraft, another research slot. I like research slots. We're going to go for a research slot. Played one game, didn't focus too much on food, and was fighting war for 7 months with an amazing army, but started losing because of food. Yeah, I I don't doubt you at all on that. I just it's just a whole new thing that I haven't played enough to know what I should or shouldn't be doing. Really hard to hard thing to mod would be nice aid. Yeah, would be a or would be nice ad. A nice ad. Yeah. Okay. Well, has BI HOI IV been updated recently? Yes, Beam Slam. A few weeks ago. Like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think now. They're updating the test version about every week or every 2 weeks, but the main release version here. Yeah, and that's what I'm still, shall we say, learning with here. I mean, I can read these letters and numbers, but I really, quite honestly, don't know what they mean. And there's even decay to food. Now, an interesting Japan claims hegemony in Asia. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Oh, we lost, but we're bringing him back. We sort of lost him, but we're bringing him back. So we have both Shacked and Goring now again as economic. Now, like you say, it's hard to model in a game like this. Schmeling KOs Joe Lewis, Max Schmeling. They both end up in the war. Max Schmeling goes into the paratroopers, into the Luftwaffe and the paratroopers. He one of the guys that jumps into Crete. The paratroopers that go into Crete. Joe Lewis goes into the army as well. Just I don't think anything significant. As in a role. Just a soldier or whatever. And later in life, Max Schmeling, who ends up owning a car dealership, helps gives money to help out Joe Lewis, who back in those days, athletes, not just black athletes, but athletes did not make the kind of money they make today. There were endorsement deals to some degree, but and even those weren't nearly as big as what they are today. So at some point, Joe Lewis is working as an elevator operator in, I think, New York City or something like that, which is, as you can guess, a low-paid job. So that's where he ends up. Let's look over here, see if there's anything of interest. Okay. I do want to. Oh, okay. We're going to commandeer Luftwaffe. We're going to do this now, early on, 10 days. Planes. Okay, these here. We're looking, I guess, for 36, which is this line. Production, or not production, of research. So yes, we'll do better 111s. And so I thought it was nice of Max Schmeling to help out Joe Lewis, and I don't know that it was heavily publicized or anything. That decay thing is still confusing thing to me, as I never figured it out. Yeah, it was not popular. Yeah, it was not popular at the time. Yeah, so yeah, the decay. Yeah, I get the idea that some food is hard to preserve. You know, the way you preserve milk is to turn it into cheese. And within the time period of this game, 10 years, cheese will last. But that's just cheese. Wheat probably isn't going to, it's going to last a few years if you store it right. Depending on how you store it, it can. Dryness helps. Let's just see what we need here. So yeah, you know, okay. More uniforms. Last time we had a bunch of naked soldiers, so we're overcompensating a little bit. Used and maybe bad harvest, losing grain, or gaining futile in territory. Yeah, leadership purges in the Soviet Union. Build a yes, absolutely. That's one of the things. Excellent work. Joint industrial policy. Yes, that is no. You want to come here, right here. Well, no. Let's come up to one of the general purpose things here. Yes, here this helps 10%, and this helps by industrial farm output by 1%. So there are definitely ways to do this. It's just, like I say, it's a lot to learn. I didn't see one, and maybe in one of their live streams they've covered it, the Tour de France, but I sort of would like a tutorial playthrough. I would watch that. We'll do this next. Preserve the food that we have. Okay. Unfortunately, where I could, at least with traditional black ice for Hearts of Iron 3, I couldn't, and if you look at my games, playthrough, there very much can be used as tutorials because I did know the details and how it all worked very well, not just for the things I touched, but let's move this up a few and move up some, well, whatever, I'll put it here there. Well, that isn't very high. Get you up higher. There we go. Concentrate once you get the others built. So, yeah. Yeah, so I don't have that. This playthrough is not that, as in a detailed what to do. You can see here we have, tractors, fridges, commercial food processing, which I'm going is a lot of like tin cans. So you can, if you got corn, well, you can dry corn out, or you can can the corn to preserve it for a long time. Otherwise, it isn't necessarily going to last. Ration decay, vacuum sealed food. Okay. So, and I do get the idea that there should be choices here, but I don't necessarily know what all the good ones are. Okay, we're going to come back over to here. We're going to do this because I want to get to this Volksdeutsch here to try to get that base stability to up 10%. So let's do that. Push a little earlier on that than I did last time, I think. I don't exactly remember what I did last time. All right. Now, another thing I don't understand entirely is energy here. We hover over this. We're producing this. We're total consumption is equal to what we produce. But we're at 83% energy capacity. So my understanding is we're using 80%, 83.6%, or 16.4% spare is more than we need. Now, adding more production, we can see here uses energy. I don't know about the various factories in use of energy here. So, and we can't build hydroelectric plants. Yeah, that would easily be too spammable. They should, of course, cover, because I think it's 1936 that the Hoover Dam comes into play, which is massive amounts of electrical power. There should be some options to build more. I know there was a bunch, because we can come down here. No, hold on. Let's see. Unfortunately, we can. Well, I guess we just no. I don't want to do that. Yes, cancel that construction. So let's just click here. I know there was okay. Okay, power plant. What are these? These are thermal. Yeah, these are all thermal, coal or fuel. So we need to have those. Because you remember the dam busters, they were blowing hydro dams. So there should be a okay, now here's okay, over here we do have one hydro dam. I would probably put don't know, well, I'd put a few more, 2 or 3 I would say, but Germany had a fair amount of hydropower around here. I don't know if they found any statistics on this or they're just throwing a guess at it. But see things better. Second panel, consumption when war is raging focuses power on military or civ. Okay. Energy conversion. Okay, here. Civ, military dockyards, and refineries or whatever. So that's what we're using. Okay, so here we could focus if we don't have enough. Okay, good. Thank you. I hadn't actually got to the war yet and looked at this, but thank you. So you can, de-emphasize civilian if you don't have enough power. So mentioning that and power and whatnot, so we're going to come over here and we're going to pick up a power plant. Well, let's put it in Berlin. We'll do a power plant. And we can see here they're using construction cost is 8,000, where a civ factory is 9,600. So obviously 1,600 less to produce this. And so if it was producing, so it'd be produced quicker than a civ factory if it had a full, full amount of effort put to it. Alloy materials, we're now down to -5. So here, I don't think there's anything we can convert to make those. Now, one, I was very willing to just let that sort of sit, and I think it's used to be cobalt. I think now we're using much more, down here for the battleships. Unfortunately, this has got one in production. I would have preferred get some of the other ones more focused on it, but I didn't manage this as well as I should. So let's find a source. Who do we want? Yugoslavia sounds like a good source there for that. There we go. You want extra volunteers for Spain, you can do the focus on the far right, empower foreign nationals. What? Oh, empower foreign nationalists. Oh, okay. So if we... Oh, Richard von Thoma becomes a general. Oh, okay. I didn't know that this was a thing. I hadn't really hovered over this. I just saw that. All right. So we will... Because von Thoma is who I really want to... Because he was the guy who was down there. Okay, we figured out how to make a Stuka. All right, well, I think we're going to figure out how to make a better 109 or slightly early, or push it ahead of this. I don't know, earlier than historical one. Okay, thank you, Frog Guys. I appreciate that, and we will go over to that as soon as we get this done. This will help 5% on base stability, so hopefully that will really get us going better. I know some of them have... Oh, we're not getting all of our Swedish steel. So let's reduce this. Oh, okay. Why is it? Okay. Yeah. There we go. Sweden should be given trade higher trade bonus for meaning higher preference for Germany. There's multiple reasons for that historically, but they should be really looking to trade with Germany in that within this game. You should also delete the transport squadron in the... Well, what I have done, Frog Eyes, I don't know if you were paying attention, or what. Yeah, I know about that, and I may end up having to do that. But what I did do was commandeer, which gives me 10, and I think that's all I need is 10 for the event, for it to fly in Franco, or the stuff. Oh, we should be doing this. Oh, broken up. Boy, I have not been paying attention well enough. Okay. Franco's stuck. Okay. Air transports. Okay. Well, maybe I do need to find and disband this. I think. Nah, not that. I don't think that's it. Is that it? I don't know. What? Yeah, loose. Yeah. Okay. Hold. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh. When I got those extra 10, they put them into there. That's why. Okay. Um. Yes, because I did that and I thought they were just sitting there, but okay. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yes, I understand now. Gamer understands. Volunteers supporting. Okay, where manpower? No. Yes, there we go. That I think we just got that done in time. That's 8 days and these are 5 days. Economic support, industrial support. Well, let's start with that. Oh, we didn't. Okay, we didn't make it in time. Okay, so what we're going to do is load. Oh, we don't have. I thought there was two autosaves. Load. Let's see. Can we do this? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm messing this up. Well, you know, how far back did we have last save here? Hey, we like replaying 1936 a whole lot, don't we, people? Okay, let's look at this. Okay, first we need to make sure we select this unit and delete this unit. Okay, then we need to come over to here and Franco stuck 10 days. Error experience 10 units. So we're going to do this. Five days once we got that. 10 days Franco stuck. Oh, okay. So no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. No, it did work. Okay. So, I misread this. It did work. Completed, so it worked out. Oh, good. I was figuring I had to erase that. Huh. Boy. Gamer. Yeah. Gamer, loosen it. Don't worry. Yes. Economic support for the nationalists. We are going to do Hitler's speech, which will get us, I guess, an extra division. But right now, what I want to do is come down here. Now let's click here, and here, and then we want to send volunteers. We're going to try to do that. And von Manstein currently. Let's see. We will see about. They will allow. Okay, and so what we're going to do here is the Summer Olympics. Find a more modern equipped fighter unit. I don't know if we have much of that. We really just started doing 109s, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so probably let's do this unit here. Let's fly you down to Spain. Bombers and replace with, yeah. We are going to try to use a somewhat more. No. Do we have any 111s? Thought we had some for a while in production. Maybe not enough. I don't know. Well, actually, they used a lot of the Junkers as tactical bombers, the Ju-52s. Yeah, we'll use these guys. And you can come back over here because you'll have a larger. Yeah, you guys, yeah, come down there and the ones that are coming, well, let them get there. Okay, they're going to come up here. There. Come up here and go for air superiority. Protect our bombers that are going after ground targets.
Achtung! Ausrücken!
Okay, more field cars, light field vehicles, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, well, let's start doing the Panzer III. Okay, so we got the Volksdeutsch thing, add war support. South Africa rejects suggestion of returning German colonies. All right, national focuses. So since I just now learned that will get us von Thoma and grants us more max divisions by 1. Let's start doing this. Yeah, staff wagons. Well, I figure that they're doing staff wagons. I figure they're doing reconnaissance, other liaison type duties. Okay, let's see what other Operation Ursula or industrial support, which will get them a off-map military factory. Loses a civilian factory for us. We gained that. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, scout planes. September 1st, so coming soon to a war theater near you. Yeah, we'll just do this early now. Yeah, there we go. Stower, a little better vehicle. Don't really care. And I don't think we're producing any close support, any CAS aircraft. Yeah, we need to produce more aircraft. We got Heinkels and 109s in production. Hitler's speech is great. And we'll do this now. And we can produce. Okay, well, I'm going to produce another power plant soon, but it would, I think, better to produce another civilian factory, which will help us produce power plants better. So let's do that first. So instead of having 6, we'll have 7 or something there, theoretically. Okay, our units have arrived in Spain. Very good. I think we're going to save this here now. Okay. And we're going to end this episode because we're going to slow down the gameplay a bit so that we can micromanage the war in Spain, at least our units fighting there. So I want to thank everyone, especially Tim, Strongarm, Niagro, Timothy, Sir Toyjet, Gary, Garrett, Marcus, Folk, and of course the great Hoffmanator, who I know was here earlier. Don't know if you're still around. Hi, if you are. thank you for your support over on Patreon. But everyone else, can you just, lick the like button and post a comment below? That is really helpful, just posting comments. It does feed the algorithm. So thank you so much. Do appreciate it. See you next time for more, yes, more Hearts of